Hi, welcome back to Valley News Alive. We're taking a look here in Fargo, looking westward, where we're starting to see some of that snow making its way into our area. But again, not quite reaching the surface, but we can still see some of it hanging up higher up in the atmosphere. Now, the temperature's still fairly warm, 29 degrees. Those winds fairly calm out of the north, 7 miles an hour, making it feel like it's 22 degrees out there. And a look at the radar shows that snow pushing its way to the east. Just outside of Fargo, we're seeing some of those lighter returns. So again, not quite reaching it to the surface. And down in the south, we're seeing some of that mixed precipitation as well. But as we move farther into the afternoon, we're going to see that lower levels start saturating more, allowing that precipitation to reach fully all the way down to the surface. And that could spell for a pretty messy evening commute in some places. Now, temperatures across the area are mostly in the 20s, lower 20s up to the northwest, mid to upper 20s as you go farther south and east. And in Lakes Country, we're sitting above freezing in many places. Wadena at 34 degrees. And as we continue looking through the afternoon, we're going to see that frozen precipitation for places north and a little bit to the west, while some rain will take hold for places in the east. It's a little bit warmer there. Now, as we continue pushing our way through the afternoon into the evening, a lot of that will transition fully into some rain, but there is some more snow behind that rain. And that's going to come pushing its way in during the evening hours, mostly for folks in the Northern Valley, where temperatures will be in the low to mid 20s, even some upper 20s thrown in there as well, and that rain will continue to rain as it pushes its way out to the east. Now, things will be pretty windy as well, especially as we reach into tomorrow. Here we are very early in the morning, 4:15, and here's a second band of snow making its way, developing and going to push its way to the east as we start heading out the door tomorrow morning. Here we are at about 7:30, and a lot of snow for folks down in the south. But again, we're going to still see some of that rain and mixed precipitation thrown in thanks to some of these warmer temperatures that we're having, and winds could be pretty strong, about 25 to 35 miles an hour with gusts potentially over 40 miles an hour, especially where you see those yellow arrows. Now, as we continue through the morning on Thursday into that lunch break, we're going to see pretty heavy snow for folks down in Lakes Country, while places north and west will be pretty clear from this system. Now, as we move through the remainder of the afternoon toward that evening commute, most of the snow will be wrapping up. We could still see some of our eastern communities having some of that snow continuing as we move home from work or from school. And that wind will continue, though, starting to taper off a little bit as we move later in the afternoon or in the evening. And as we head off to bed, we could still see some of that snow for folks in the north. Now, by tonight's drive, we'll see some pretty light icing for folks down in our southeastern North Dakota counties. And by tomorrow morning, we could still see a bit of the area, see about 1 to 3 inches of snow. And then as we look into the next week or so, we have a couple first alert weather days on Thursday and Friday, as that snow will continue throughout the day on Thursday into Friday, wrapping up sometime in the afternoon hours. And then this weekend looking pretty sunny, though a little bit chilly, 16 degrees on Saturday. But as we look into next week, things are looking much warmer, upper 30s.
Oh yeah, that looks way better.
It does.
We're very excited about that warmer weather. Nice.
Yes.
All right, thank you so much, Jim.